Shadowman Sports. Their mission, to create smarter sports environments through preventative design. They want players to train smarter, play longer, and perform better. They know contact sports carry a physical consequence. At Shadowman Sports, they believe prevention is the best medicine. They do this by designing environments with their products that minimize player-to-player contact while maintaining realistic game simulations, limiting damage and improve player longevity. Check out the Shadowman Pro, Shadowman Junior, the Shadow Block, Shadow Drive, and Shadow Arms on their website at shadowmansports.com or call them at 650-240-1217 for more information. Shadowman Sports is a proud supporter of the TYFA Safety Initiative. Shadowman Sports. Train smarter, play longer, perform better. Joey Teague, son of Mike and Patty Teague and longtime TYFA members, was born with cystic fibrosis. Despite this, Joey went to school, graduated with honors from Judson High School, and attended the University of Texas at San Antonio for 3 years, all while struggling to stay healthy. Joey also coached in TYFA with the Live Oak Jaguars from 1998 to 2006 and was a husband and father. Joey passed away in 2007. The Joey Teague TYFA Volunteer of the Year Award was established to recognize and bring attention to the many volunteers who help make TYFA one of the premier leagues in Texas and the nation through heartfelt passion, enthusiastic commitment, and a contagious spirit, all of which epitomize Joey Teague and all that he gave to youth sports. For more information or to nominate a volunteer from your organization for the Joey Teague TYFA Volunteer of the Year Award, send your nominee's name, contact information, and a short bio as to what makes them a great volunteer. You can send the information to helpdesk@tyfa.com. That's helpdesk@tyfa.com. The Joey Teague TYFA Volunteer of the Year Award. Recognize your volunteer. Champion Teamwear is your leader for authentic, custom youth cheer and football athletic wear. As your youth cheer and football teams apparel provider, our knowledgeable, dedicated Champion reps will work with you one-on-one to create your exclusive team uniform, travel gear, tees, hoodies, accessories, and more at a price you'll love. Take your Champion look to the next level with our wide selection of innovative decoration processes and thousands of customizable art templates. Experience our new line of affordable Champion youth cheer and football styles today with our free 60-day Champion sample kit. Champion Teamwear is a proud sponsor of the Texas Youth Football and Cheer Association. Learn more about Champion Teamwear's athletic wear, custom capabilities, and sample kits by calling 800-336-4486 or visit championteamwear.com today. In an effort to recognize scholastic excellence, TYFA created the Scholastics Awards program. The TYFA Scholastic Excellence Award was established to recognize and award excellence in the classroom. The winner of this award will receive $500, a certificate of accomplishment, and a congratulatory letter from TYFA. In addition, the winner's name will be placed on the TYFA website in the Hall of Fame. To qualify, a child must be ages 10 to 13 for football players or 10 to 15 for cheerleaders as of August 1st of the current year. They must have a 100% or better GPA, be participating in the junior or senior levels, and meet all other requirements set forth in the rules. If one or more of your players or cheerleaders qualify, send their information with supporting info to helpdesk@tyfa.com. That's helpdesk@tyfa.com. The TYFA Scholastic Excellence Award, awarding excellence in the classroom.
Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's Scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's Scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
Get your Dick's Sporting Goods scorecard and start earning today. Get 3% back in rewards when you use your scorecard. Plus, enjoy exclusive coupons and free shipping on thousands of items. See store for details.
In an effort to recognize scholastic excellence, TYFA created the Scholastic Awards program. The Sean Anthony Richardson Academic Excellence Team was established after 8-year-old Sean, who played for the league in 2003 in the rookie division, tragically passed away on January 1st of 2004 in a vehicle accident. His parents were longtime friends of the TYFA founders. The winners of this award will receive $100, a certificate of accomplishment, and a congratulatory letter from TYFA. In addition, the winners' names will be placed on the TYFA website in the Hall of Fame. Those that qualify but do not win will receive a congratulatory letter from TYFA as an honorable mention. To qualify, a child must be ages 8 to 13 for football players and 8 to 15 for cheerleaders as of August 1st of the current year. They must have a 98% or better GPA, be participating in the rookie, junior, or senior levels, and meet all other requirements set forth in the rules. If one or more of your players or cheerleaders qualify, send their information with supporting info to helpdesk@tyfa.com. That's helpdesk@tyfa.com. The Sean Anthony Richardson Academic Excellence Team, awarding excellence in the classroom. Hit Check, a cognitive assessment aid available for download as an app on iPhone and Android. Hit Check brings you a fast, easy, personalized assessment aid to the sideline anywhere you play or practice. Hit Check allows you to assess and monitor your player's performance over time and identify changes that may be cause for concern. Hit Check does this by getting a baseline assessment, reassessment during and after any concerns, and allows you to share the comprehensive results with a qualified medical practitioner for evaluation, and also track the athlete's progress. Monitor your entire team with Hit Check and access on your smartphone at any time. Hit Check is a proud supporter of the TYFA Safety Initiative. For more information about Hit Check, visit their website at hitcheck.com or by email at info@hitcheck.com.
You're listening to TYFA Radio, part of the TYFA Sports Network. You're in The Zone on TYFA Radio. TYFA Radio is sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, TM Sportswear, Hit Check, Game Day Films, Masters Transportation, Game Breaker, and Shadowman Sports. And now, the host of The Zone, Kenny Long.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to The Zone here on TYFA Radio. Yes, we are back as it is time to get fired up for football season. Thank you for joining us here. Some changes here as we have kind of redid some things. We're no longer doing it on Facebook Live. We are now on YouTube. Still got the TYFA Radio broadcast that we do. The regular radio broadcast is still there, but now we are doing a YouTube broadcast versus a Facebook broadcast, which allows me to use some different kind of software. As you saw, we had the TYFA Radio frame up there and was able to kind of fade in, come in when we're ready to. We're going to be expanding that, doing a little bit more with that and having a little fun. And like I said, I try to do something better, different each and every time that I do this, that I come on for the season. And this is the new one here, is I'm trying to find different ways to actually provide the show to you here a little bit different. We do have a chat box, by the way. If you're listening in on, or you're watching on the YouTube live stream, by all means, there is a chat box available. So go on there, send us your comments, whatever you want to do. We still are able to take some phone calls, everything that I was able to do before. The chat box is there, so you can still chat up what we're talking about, the topics that we're talking about, everything that's going on. By all means, join us, as that is what we're trying to do, trying to expand it, make it a little bit better. I'm looking to possibly add a couple more cameras here to the studio as well. So kind of give you different view perspectives. I can kind of click in and out of those cameras and just give you a little bit different view of what's going on here and what I'm looking at. Maybe give you a shot behind me or something. We're trying to make it work out, make it look the best. So no more Facebook Live, as there was a lot of restrictions involved with the Facebook Live. So it was very hard to bring you certain things that we wanted to do. This way I'm able to do it a little bit better. I've got a little more control of what I can do, when I can do it, and how I can look at it and monitor it as well at the same time. So I'm happy to do that. It should be fun. Mark, the Junior Wranglers are in the house. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it's still coming up with the under construction thing, and that's because we haven't used this. I've always had the YouTube platform, but it's never been something that is been a regular occurrence. It's just mainly the radio broadcast would archive on there. Some people have gone on there and listened, and but now we're going to try to throw the video on there as well, and I can use the actual studio setup that I have and the program that I have to actually monitor that and handle that. So it should be a little bit of a better setup. Like I said, we're going to try to get maybe one or two more cameras in here and give you different views from different times during the broadcast. Another thing that I'm able to kind of do here is I can actually throw on a little bit of this, what we call bumper music. Yeah. Had a hard time doing that with the Facebook Live. For some reason, it just kept cutting me off, things of that nature. I don't think it'll do it here. But we're going to give it a shot anyways. So a lot of great things coming up. Of course, the 2019 fall season is coming up. We've got an entire new chapter to TYFA that are going to be competing for the state championship. That is the area of El Paso. And, of course, I would be remiss if I did not mention our thoughts and prayers to any and all that were affected by the senseless tragedy that occurred in El Paso. Dayton, Ohio, this is happening all too often, and we're not going to get political here on this show. But, again, our thoughts and prayers to any and everybody who's had any kind of connection to any of the victims, any of those who lost their lives, any kind of connection to the incident that occurred out there. It's an extreme tragedy, and I'm happy not more occurred and more were killed, but the ones that did lose their lives, that was just too much. That was not necessary. So, again, prayers for healing and coming to terms on what happened, and somehow we've got to get it stopped. So, but El Paso joining the TYFA family, ready to make a run and try to claim the Dale Morgan Trophy here in the 2019 fall season. Of course, the big thing coming up, starting this weekend, it is certification time. Certification time all over. San Antonio, a big benefit for San Antonio is TYFA now has their new offices, and they've got an area they can actually do some certification. Not so much the type of day that San Antonio is used to having, going down to the event center down there on the west side of San Antonio, spending all day and in lines, and a fantastic facility. And we were able to do every single organization in San Antonio in a day. But it's going to be a little bit more laid back, I think, for the San Antonio teams. TYFA doing certifications during the week for San Antonio. So every weekend there is some sort of certification going on for San Antonio. San Antonio teams, if you don't already know, get with your coaches, get with your organization. They've already got a schedule for San Antonio. They know when and where you're supposed to be. So check with them on that so you can get the proper information that you need. I'm going to pull up the certification list that I had on this. I know one of the certifications in That's going to be going on up here in Dallas, and I will be there. Yes, I will be in Dallas for certification. I'll be helping out with certification. So make sure you come by and see me, as I'll be helping out to take care of certification here in Dallas. Should be a great, great time getting those teams getting ready for the league. League certification schedule Saturday, August 10th. DFW, San Antonio, Austin, and Killeen. Those chapters will be having certification going on this weekend, August 10th and 11th. Of course, Dallas is going to be on Saturday. Sunday, August 11th, again, DFW, San Antonio, Austin, and Killeen. The 17th, the following Saturday, the 17th and the 18th, it'll be San Antonio, of course. Like I said, every weekend's going to be San Antonio. San Antonio, the RGV, and Houston. So the weekend of the 17th and the 18th, it's the RGV and Houston, along with San Antonio. And again, San Antonio organizations already know their schedule. Parents, if you don't know, if you haven't been told, get with your coaches, get with your organization, because they already know. They already know. The schedule's been out for some time. So if you don't already know, and let me tell you how important certification is. TYFA has one of the best certification processes, I think, in all of youth sports. And they've got it down pat. There's been instructions that have been given to the organizations, to the teams, not only just to upload the information for their players, but also their volunteers. I've been given a special spreadsheet that they're supposed to input this information, and a simple, quick upload does it. You're done. You've gotten it done. And certification is a breeze walking through. So if you're a coach, you're one of those that's having to worry about that, and you haven't figured it out yet, it's time to get it figured out, because it's on fire. And you show up to certification and you're not uploaded in the system, you're not getting certified. It's that simple. You're not getting certified. So make sure you got that stuff entered in properly. So we mentioned the 17th and the 18th, RGV in Houston, as well as San Antonio. And then Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th. Certification, of course, in San Antonio, but it's El Paso and West Texas. Saturday and Sunday, the 24th and the 25th. Something else that's important that always seems to happen is, and these dates, and I'm just coming on the air here after a while, and we'll kind of go over that here in a little bit. But this information has been put out for weeks now. As a matter of fact, I got this information July 16th. And this was sent out league-wide. So, if you're a parent and you're saying, oh, I didn't know it was going to be that weekend, you need to talk to your organization, because they've had this info. They have had this info. It's been no surprise. They knew when it was coming up. They knew the exact dates. Just about everybody knew the locations already. And it is extremely important to get your child to certification. Like I said, the dates have been out there, so you should have already known, could have already planned for it, that these certification dates are there. Make sure all your paperwork is ready to go. I mean, this is something that it's important stuff. It's how you curb the cheating in youth sports. Is having to go to this, having this kind of system. make sure they're there because it's awfully hard to get your child certified once these dates are passed. Big jamborees coming up. I saw a couple of them. I got an email earlier today. Have no idea who it came from. None whatsoever. It just showed up. They sent it out to a whole bunch of people with cell phones. Somehow I got included in it. Ed Couch Elsa Little Jackets holding a jamboree August 31st, Saturday. It's their 10-year jamboree. They've been doing this for 10 years now over at Jacket Stadium in Ed Couch, Texas. So RGV teams, contact Ed Couch Elsa Little Jackets for more information if you want to be a part of that jamboree. Kick off the season with a quick little preview game. Big jamboree coming up in San Antonio. Labor Day, August 31st and September 1st. Texas Youth Football Association Labor Day Jamboree at Cornerstone Christian School. Participating teams are guaranteed 2 games. Game start times at 9:30 a.m. flag through junior age groups. Now, the game format for this TYFA Jamboree is going to be 85-minute games, just like the TYFA spring season. So if you want to be a part of that, get this. You got to email president@tyfa.com. That's right. Contact Brian Morgan himself. President@tyfa.com. So big jamboree coming your way in San Antonio. If you want to be a part of that, contact president@tyfa.com. Speaking of El Paso, I know they've got a jamboree. I thought I saw something on it. I couldn't find it before showtime. So if you're listening out in El Paso right now and you've got the info on the jamboree out in El Paso, send it to me real quick. And we'll get that information out there for you for all the El Paso teams that are interested. Speaking of El Paso, I want to officially welcome this list of teams that have come to the TYFA family in the El Paso chapter. The Central Panthers, El Paso Apes, the El Paso Red Raiders, the El Paso Sharks, Horizon City Falcons, Mesquite Hills Knights, the Northeast Raiders, Northeast Texans, Southwest Cowboys, Southwest T-Birds, the Upper Valley Longhorns, and the West Texas Rattlers. And I've already been requested to do a game day broadcast out in El Paso. We're going to try and work out those details, and obviously we're waiting for schedules to come out. That is not going to happen until after certification. And let's be clear, because I know I'm probably going to get about 100 questions between starting now and every show that I do. When are the schedules going to come out? When are schedules coming out? Schedules will come out when they come out. Now, those of you that have been in TYFA for many years, you know that the TYFA schedules are not going to come out tomorrow. It's not going to happen. Number one, there's a lot of different things that go into play into getting those schedules put together. And I'm not going to go into every single one of them. I'll tell you the biggest reason right now why schedules wait to get made until after certification, because we got to make sure that everybody's going to have their teams. Certification is where teams show up and we get to see if they've got the numbers or not. So there may be teams saying, "Oh yeah, we're coming to TYFA, we're going to play, blah blah blah. We got this, we're going to do that. We got the best 9U team in the state." Yeah, okay, whatever. And you show up and you got 5 kids on your 9U. Seriously? You come walking in talking about how you got the best 9U team in the league. Hey, you got the best 9U team in the state, and you can't even bring but 5 players certification. And, of course, once you've got an organization that can't field the teams and they drop out, what does that do to scheduling? It just messes it all up. That's right, Mark. It means till the week before the season starts. They actually have a schedule that's somewhat pre-made based on who says, yes, they're coming to TYFA, blah, blah, blah. But, of course, all of that gets shifted and changed once the numbers start coming out, once certification is done. So it really kind of changes the landscape. Once they start going through certification, you get to see who's there and who's not going to be there. You know, another subject, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. We're going to take a break here in a little bit, and we'll talk about another great topic. That's the D1, D2 split. It's the D1, D2 split. I've had some great offline conversations here lately. I won't mention any names, but I've had some great conversations, and it just solidifies my belief, my comments on the D1, D2 split. And some comments that usually go on throughout the year, and I'm sure will happen again because people just can't help themselves. They just can't help themselves. Of course, all these jamborees going on, and it all leads up to the best time of the year, and that is the start of the 2019 fall season. September 7th, week 1 of the TYFA fall football season. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? This is where all the yapping, all the talking you've been seeing on social media comes to a halt, because now it's put up or shut up time. It's put up or shut up time. And for some of you guys, that needs to happen. Oh, yeah. That needs to happen. Before we take a break, let me make one thing straight. I love watching these kids perform. I love some of the talent that you get to see, the young talent that's out there. And now my involvement in high school football as well. I get to see that talent matriculate into the high school level and see some of the fantastic stuff that's going on. My favorite time of the year is upon us. Keep it here. We're going to step away. We'll be right back here on TYFA Radio. You're listening to The Zone every Wednesday night starting at 8 p.m. right here on TYFA Radio. In an effort to recognize scholastic excellence, TYFA created the Scholastic Awards program. The Sean Anthony Richardson Academic Excellence Team was established after 8-year-old Sean, who played for the league in 2003 in the rookie division, tragically passed away on January 1st of 2004 in a vehicle accident. His parents were longtime friends of the TYFA founders. The winners of this award will receive $100, a certificate of accomplishment, and a congratulatory letter from TYFA. In addition, the winners' names will be placed on the TYFA website in the Hall of Fame. Those that qualify but do not win will receive a congratulatory letter from TYFA as an honorable mention. To qualify, be ages 8 to 13 for football players and 8 to 15 for cheerleaders as of August 1st of the current year. They must have a 98% or better GPA, be participating in the rookie, junior, or senior levels, and meet all other requirements set forth in the rules. If one or more of your players or cheerleaders qualify, send their information with supporting info to helpdesk@tyfa.com. That's helpdesk@tyfa.com. The Sean Anthony Richardson Academic Excellence Team, awarding excellence in the classroom. Hit Check, a cognitive assessment aid available for download as an app on iPhone and Android. Hit Check brings you a fast, easy, personalized assessment aid to the sideline anywhere you play or practice. Hit Check allows you to assess and monitor your player's performance over time and identify changes that may be cause for concern. Hit Check does this by getting a baseline assessment, reassessment during and after any concerns, and allows you to share the comprehensive results with a qualified medical practitioner for evaluation, and also track the athlete's progress. Monitor your entire team with Hit Check and access on your smartphone at any time. Hit Check is a proud supporter of the TYFA Safety Initiative. For more information about Hit Check, visit their website at hitcheck.com or by email at info@hitcheck.com. Monarch Trophy Studio in San Antonio, a leader in the awards and recognition industry since 1972. Their mission is to provide their customers with a wide variety of high-quality, competitively priced awards. They have awards for sports, scholastics, employment, you name it, they've got it. Trophies, plaques, badges, pins, and much, much more. With the advancements in technology and the internet, Monarch Trophy Studio has quickly become one of the leading premier online award retailers. Monarch Trophy Studio is a proud sponsor of the Texas Youth Football and Cheer Association and proud provider of all TYFA awards, including the Dale Morgan Trophy. Visit Monarch Trophy Studio in their 30,000 square foot state-of-the-art production facility located at Highway 281 in Thousand Oaks in San Antonio, Texas. Contact them toll-free at 1-800-364-7903 or by email at sales@mtsawards.com. Check them out on their interactive website at www.mtsawards.com. That's mtsawards.com. Monarch Trophy Studio in San Antonio. Come get your trophy at Monarch Trophy. Game Day Films is a one-stop photography and filming shop for coaches, athletes, and families. From technology coaches need to teach their young athletes to the video parents will love to share. Game Day Films take care of it all. They love what they do and do what they love, capturing all those little moments that change an athlete's life. Game Day Films provides coaches with quality game film with less headaches. You coach and they take care of the rest. They also provide athletes and families with full game coverage, highlights, and memories, giving them all the bragging rights. Game Day Film is a proud partner of the Texas Youth Football and Cheer Association. Contact Game Day Films for booking and information at 713-430-6636 or by email at info@gamedayfilms.com. All-Star.
All-Star.
All-Star Inflatables, a premier custom manufacturer of cold air inflatables.
And they know what big-time Texas football is all about.
They specialize in team spirit tunnels, inflatable helmets, mascots, bounce houses, and much, much more.
They also do repairs.
No job is too big or too small for All-Star Inflatables. With over 35 years of combined experience, their goal is to create, design, and manufacture top-quality inflatables at affordable prices. All-Star Inflatables is proud to manufacture 100% in Texas, 100% made in the USA.
All-Star Inflatables is a proud sponsor of the Texas Youth Football and Cheer Association. TYFA organizations, let them know you're with TYFA and get 10% off.
See their ad at tyfa.com and check them out at www.allstarinflatables.com. That's all-starinflatables.com. Or call their sales department at 888-349-4386.
Or email them at sales@allstarinflatables.com.
All-Star Inflatables. If you can imagine it,
they can inflate it.
Game Breaker, powered by D3O Impact Protection, providing the safest soft shell headgear with great design that is durable and lightweight. Game Breaker headgear is machine washable, has an adjustable chin strap, and provides 100% peripheral vision. Game Breaker headgear is available in 11 different color options, all of which can be completely customized with heat transferred logos made on demand in San Antonio, Texas. Game Breaker is a proud partner of the TYFA Safety Initiative and sponsor of the TYFA Radio Player of the Game Award. Make Game Breaker a part of your team's efforts to ensure safer play. Go to GameBreaker.com or call Daniel Moreno at 210-373-7840. Check them out and order yours today. Game Breaker. Protect the player, protect the game. welcome back. TYFA Radio, this is the Zone every Wednesday night starting at 8 p.m. here on TYFA Radio as the season is getting started. Time to get excited. 979-353-4421. That is the call-in line, 979-353-4421. If you want to be a part of the show, give me a call. Let us know what team you're supporting this year. Got to shout out a little special player. That's fine. We'll do that as we get this season started. We get things rolling. We get things ready. Nine 353-4421 is the number to call. A lot of gum bumping going on. A lot of keyboard warrior stuff going on. All over social media. As a prequel to this season. A lot of war words. As we get set to put it all on the football field. Which is where it should stay. So let me do my annual rant on adults and parents. Because every year it happens. Every year this happens. And it'll happen this year. I have no doubt. I don't know if I could say I have faith that it's going to happen or I have little faith that it won't happen. Whichever way you want to look at it. Parents, if you are not a volunteer, stay out of it. Stay out of it. Don't bother. Please stay away. If you're not going to take the time to be a volunteer, be a coach, whatever, let those that have decided to volunteer to teach your children the game of football, let them do what they're going to do. Stay out of their way. If you don't like something, then go have a adult conversation. Instead of doing what you normally do, and it creates all kinds of tension. It creates all kinds of problems. At the same token, youth volunteer coaches. I'm going to call all of you out right now. I'm going to call all of you out right now. There is not a single one of you that can call themselves Bear Bryant. There's not a single one of you that can call yourselves Tom Landry. There's not a single one of you that can call yourselves Bill Belichick. You're not Dabo Sweeney. Art Briles, Tom Herman, any of these big-time college NFL coaches. You're not. Okay? Let's just be clear. You're not. Please remember why you're doing what you're doing, and that is to be a mentor to these young men and women. Not because you want to fill your trophy case and beat your chest about how great of a 9U coach you are. But how everybody should bring their 11U to you because you're such a great coach and you've got X number of championships. Let's remember why you started volunteering to help coach football to begin with. Because that's where things are getting lost at the youth game. We have a responsibility as adults to act like adults. Not adolescent kids that still can't control themselves. Because I guarantee you, if it's your child at home and he started acting a fool, you're going to handle that business. You're going to handle that business. Just like you should handle that business. As the ruling adult. And we need to express that as well at the football field. TYFA officials are not going to put up with it. Not anymore. If you're starting mess at the football field, you're going to be gone. We want a safe environment for our families and our kids to be able to compete. Because that's what TYFA is all about. It's about competing and learning in a safe environment. It's got to be in a safe environment. Predators United. Jumping in the chat box. I have a feeling I know who that is. What's with the Predators United? What is that? It went from San Antonio Predators to CYS Predators and now Predators United. Now they're sporting the U on their helmets. I saw that on social media a while back. They were in that, I think, that Beast tournament that was going on, I think, last weekend. You should feel safe, Shane. You get a matchup coming up, I believe, against your nemesis. Yeah. You've got a big matchup coming up against your nemesis. Cornerstone Warriors. Love to be a fly on the wall in that game. Love to be there for that. Alyssa Tyler, give me a hand clap. Thank you, Alyssa. Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's true. I think too much. And I love the competition. That's why I love the Texas Youth Football Association. I love being a part of it. I love being a board member. I love being part of the decision-making when it comes to what we're doing for these kids. We're all about the competition, but we're also all about the safety. We're also all about the responsibility that we have as adults to these kids, especially as volunteers. Look, I coached in TYFA for many years. I was a coach. I didn't just show up one day and decided, I'm doing TYFA radio. No, I've been involved in TYFA for many years now. Many years. My boys grew up playing TYFA football. And I coached in TYFA. And I got to tell you, I never had problems, the kind of things that I've been seeing these last few years. We never had those kind of problems. Coaches, we coached our game, we had a game, and whether you got whooped 50-0 or not, coaches of the middle field shook hands, smiled, laughed. Good old time. We just, hey, good game, coach. Yeah, y'all kicked our ass. Because it was a game. We're dealing with a bunch of kids. We're teaching kids a game. But we're teaching them a whole lot more. And what they saw us coaches do by shaking hands at the end, smiling, giving each other hugs, high fives, whatever, it kept the kids calm as well. And it taught them sportsmanship. And you know, the worst part about it is, here, what I've been seeing the last 2-3 years is It's all the adults that get this tension going. It's not the kids. It's not the kids. Because I guarantee you, when that football game is over and one team has lost 50-0, in about 15, 20 minutes, while all the adults are over on the sideline still arguing, still pointing fingers, yelling, cursing, whatever, end up in the parking lot doing what they're going to do. The kids are out there on some back lot playing touch football against each other, all from different teams, all mashed up together, smiling, having a great time. Hi, TYFA Radio. Who's this?
This is your nemesis.
Who is my nemesis?
This is your biggest nemesis in America.
Does my nemesis have a name?
His name is Shane McMillan. How are you doing, Kenny Long?
I'm doing. You're not my nemesis. You're like my court jester.
Damn.
How's it going, Shane?
Pretty good. You asked the question about Predators United.
Yeah. So explain to us, where did Predators United come from now?
So, as you know, San Antonio Predators forever, since Chris Coleman started it 18 years ago. We made the decision to go. We never went Cornerstone Warriors. That was only our senior team that carried the Cornerstone Warrior name, and the rest of our org carried the CYS Predators, right?
Right.
And as it's pretty well documented, I won't hurt people's feelings, but Cornerstone fucked us over. So we ended up, instead of going back to San Antonio Predators, it was kind of like, we had kids, from all over the city that we have playing for us and all that good stuff. So we decided to come back as San Antonio Predators United, kind of a different look, different culture, just a whole new different avenue, and because of the whole Cornerstone debacle that we went through. A lot of people in San Antonio that are now with the Cornerstone Warriors, as you know, Cornerstone built the program back up, kind of using the Predators, and then kicked us to the curb after this past spring season. So now there's a lot of TYFA coaches that have moved over to Cornerstone. So I don't want to really hurt their feelings too much, but next year they'll be in the same boat we are, so it ain't really going to matter. So we decided just to go Predators United, just to kind of a fresh start. I really pushed that Cornerstone move to Sean with their, being real hesitant. And Cornerstone got what they wanted. They got everything that they wanted from us. And, they got their clout back. They recruited out of it. They got what they wanted. So now we didn't want to come back as San Antonio Predators. We kind of want to be fresh. So that's why we did the Predators United with the black uniforms with the purple U.
All right, so now I understand there was supposed to be a game coming up this weekend between yourselves and Cornerstone. I don't know if that was supposed to be part of the TYFA Jamboree or if it was something separate.
Nah, Ken Sloan's holding a Win 210 tournament. Basically, all the 13U teams dropped out of it. So all that was left was us and the Cornerstone Warriors, which I was licking my chops to go back to our field and beat the fire out of Cornerstone and kind of be petty, but Cornerstone no longer wants to play that game. So, which is probably good. And it's probably safer and less risk involved in it. Wasn't going to be a good game anyway.
Now you will face them in the regular season, correct?
I pray to the TYFA gods.
All right, you've got some real issues with Cornerstone, don't you?
I actually, to tell you the truth, I don't really have issues with Cornerstone. I want to make that very clear. I don't have issues with Cornerstone itself because Cornerstone really don't know. I don't feel like Cornerstone itself. Let's not put a bad name on Cornerstone Church and all that good stuff because I really don't feel like they know what's kind of going on. Just to let the whole world know about it, the TYFA world is, we didn't approach Cornerstone to be a part of them. Johnny Booty approached us and asked us to come over. And that's why we came over. Johnny Booty's a good guy. As everybody knows, and I knew, and once Johnny Booty got fired from Cornerstone about, I don't know, a month after our season ended, I knew something was going to happen because we didn't have Johnny Booty there for that support anymore. So I knew that something was going to go bad. But I don't have it out for Cornerstone. I have it out for one person at Cornerstone, just one individual. And no need to say his name. He knows who he is.
No, we're gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, he knows who he is. So, I have, but, like all them guys that went to Cornerstone, Lamont Williamson, Joe Montez, all them guys that went over to coach with Cornerstone, them were like, they got some great coaches. I mean, them were good guys. They're awesome people, and they're going to do awesome things for that program. But what's going to happen is from experience, I'm telling you, what's going to happen is those guys left their organizations to go to another organization that it's highly likely that in a year or 2 years, they're going to get the boot too, and it's everybody's going to be back to the drawing board because there's no loyalty there. Cornerstone, as everybody knows, it's no secret. Cornerstone got caught cheating, 3 years ago? Something like 4 years ago in the playoffs?
About 4.
And and the program died. And they used us to rebuild their program. They used us to rebuild their name. They used us to rebuild all of it, which is okay. I mean, that's life. We all get used at one point in our life by something. These guys that I consider friends, the same thing's going to happen to them down the road. It's once it ain't convenient no more. These guys are going to be looking for a new organization to coach at, and that's the part that sucks for everybody. Is that these guys get mad at me because I'm very boisterous on Cornerstone, which I'm not going to stop being. And but the hard part about it is these guys are also my friends, and so they get mad at me because I'm dogging their program. But at the same time, it's going to happen to them, and they're still going to be my friends. But I can't wait to play them. That's all I'm saying. We will have TYFA radio there to watch that one because that's going to be a not good one across the board.
So let's talk about the Predators United then. How are you guys shaping up this season? And I know you got the season coming up. You got certification coming up. How are things going for the Predators United after what's going on with Cornerstone?
It's been amazing, actually. That's why I said I'm very happy we're at. Our flag team, as everybody knows, flag's been a struggle, probably going to be a struggle throughout all orgs because of the age change. We're sitting at about 25 flag kids, which is having none in spring to having 25 in fall. Really good. Tykes, we're sitting at about 33 kids. Rookies, literally, we're sitting at 40-plus kids. Juniors has been a little bit of struggle with the changeover from Cornerstone because a lot of our junior team from spring, we recruited in that area of Cornerstone. So being that we're back to our old spot now, that's a long drive for a lot of those kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of those kids went other directions, which is understood. We had a really good junior team in the spring. We were hoping that was supposed to roll over into our fall with new recruits. Didn't work out as planned. So our junior team is really behind the 8 ball a little bit as far as numbers. Of course, our senior team is set. We haven't really made any new changes or that. It's the same team that we're going to have moving forward. We're not carrying a whole lot of kids on that. We're carrying about 30 kids, and that's it. And we just played in the Battle of Beast this weekend. Thanks, Fred Davis. And we had a good weekend. Took care of the Mission Mustangs and San Antonio Renegades.
Now you've been participating in a lot of these events and going on around town and in San Antonio and even a little bit outside of that. When you look at the landscape for San Antonio, the San Antonio chapter that you're going to be facing this season, who are you looking out for? Waiting to circle on your calendar and on your schedule that could be some potential problems for you.
Well, I mean, San Antonio as a whole locally, we all say it. San Antonio locally has some very good teams and some very good matchups. Where San Antonio struggles is outside of the city. That's where San Antonio starts struggling when you get against the Houston teams and teams outside. But on the junior division, you got a Giants team that's going to look pretty good. They stacked up. They got several of our kids. You're going to have the Hurricanes, which is the juniors, is going to be a very tough team. You on the Tykes level, you got the Giants are going to have a good Tykes level. Cornerstone's going to have a pretty good Tykes level. You know, they brought over, you know, they robbed the Live Oak Jaguars of a lot of that team with some new kids. You know, it's going to be the Thunderbirds are going to have a pretty good team. I think Thunderbirds D1 or D2. I've heard some different. Y'all announced they were D1, then I heard they were D2. So I don't know whatever happened with that.
Go ahead.
And on the rookie level, it's going to be, you know, Lamont's going to have a pretty decent team over at Cornerstone. The Giants are going to have a good team. We're going to have our junior team, our rookie team is going to be very good. And then of course seniors. I mean, I won't even talk about seniors. There's no seniors in San Antonio. That's what we're talking about. It's a really washed down division. I know JJR is going to have a senior team. I'm circling that on my calendar. I've been wanting that game for a while, so I'm definitely going to circle that. Can't wait for that one to happen. But other than that, I mean, JJR in San Antonio, JJR and Predators are going to be the only. I don't even know what y'all got going on in senior, man. Y'all first announced that we had like 16 senior teams, and then I seen the schedule come out, and there was like 11, you know, total, not just San Antonio, 11 total. And so I don't feel very confident that senior division is even going to be anything, because on that 11 that y'all sent out, the Live Oak Jaguars is one of those 11. They don't have a senior team, so that's 10. So I don't really know who all really has a senior team in San Antonio. And Killeen, Austin, RGV, I don't know who has a senior team.
Yeah, I think there's actually a few of the new El Paso teams that are having seniors as well. But, you know, the thing with seniors is we never really know what's going to happen until after certification. Once certification process goes through and we start to see who brought the numbers and who didn't, that's where
Right.
the tale is going to tell.
Well, the hard part about that is on that senior division, I know it puts you guys in a pickle, but, you know, as the whole thing that spread around Facebook of the AYF thing, you know, TYFA, you know, if y'all don't end up having a senior group, the only other option really is AYF. And with AYF starting so much earlier than TYFA, if you guys come September 1st and say, you know, after certification, you know, TYFA doesn't have the numbers to have seniors, you know, sorry guys, then we as seniors, we don't have nowhere to go after that, because all the other leagues have already started their regular season play. So it kind of, the senior division is so icy right now that it puts us senior teams in a real bad spot, because we don't know if these teams are really going to have seniors or not, and neither do y'all. But we have to be committed to TYFA. And then if y'all come September 1st and say, hey, certification ends on 24th, we don't have enough teams, we're going to drop the senior division. Then what do we do, Kenny? What happens then? We don't have nowhere to play.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, but I mean, it is what it is at that point. There's not much you can do if there's not enough teams to play. But yet, at the same time, you know, the word goes out. The word goes out, and it happens every single year. And all you hear is, oh, yeah, we've got seniors. Oh, yeah, we got seniors. Oh, yeah, we got our numbers. We got our numbers. So TYFA as a whole is looking at it, okay, we're going to have a senior division. It looks like we're going to have 16, 17, 18, 20 teams. And then we get through certification, and we're down to 10 because 10 of those teams just all of a sudden showed us, oh, we couldn't get the numbers. But yet you told us all preseason, oh, yeah, we're good. We're going to have a senior team.
Right. Well, I can pretty much tell you the teams that ain't going to have one.
So at the same time, the fault also falls on the organizations themselves. Instead of being truthful and saying, you know what, we're just not going to be able to get these seniors off, and letting people know ahead of time.
As a TYFA rep, though, someone is, you know, that is like the face of TYFA, even more than Brian, Kenny Long. So what do you tell those teams? What do you tell those teams that if you do come back September 1 and say we don't have a senior division, y'all are free to go play wherever you want to? What do you tell those teams now that they have nowhere to play? I mean, that you know, held on to till September 1st. What? And I know what you're saying. You're like, you know, I see your point. I understand what you're saying. But what do you tell those orgs that you have pulled from other leagues and now the kids have nowhere to play? And I know you could say, well, you know, it falls on the owners of the orgs, you know, telling the truth, saying they don't have it. If they were told the truth, you know, a month ago, then we wouldn't be in this situation. But as you know, egos don't let people do that. So, I mean, there's got to be some kind of remedy or some kind of plan B that helps out the senior team, so we're not getting jostled at the end.
Yeah,
and our kids don't have nowhere to play.
And I don't have that answer right now. I really don't. I mean, down the road, I think if an organization tells you, we're going to have seniors, you show up for certification, and you know we're even close to having a team put together, I think that the following year you tell me you're going to have seniors, I'm going to tell you, no, you're not.
Yeah, no, you're not.
No, we're just not going to let you.
Yeah.
You know, we're just not going to do it.
Several teams do it. Several teams, the same teams do it every year, as you know.
Yeah.
It's the same group of teams that do it every year, say we're going to have seniors, and they don't. But anyways, I don't want to take up all your time on that, man. I just want to explain to you the Predators United thing, where we're at, why we changed our name, and all that good stuff. And we look forward to seeing you, man.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for calling, Shane.
All right, brother. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 979-353-4421. That's the number to call if you want to be part of the show. Shout out your team. Let us know what's going on. How do you guys feel? How are you looking at the season? As we will get this phone line fired up week after week once again, as we're going to be back every Wednesday. Now, I will not be here next Wednesday, and that was part of the reason I was kind of going to go into about having to do a show. I broke a tooth about going on 2 weeks now. It's going on 2 weeks now that I broke this tooth in the back of my mouth. And I've been to, I've been to my third dentist now that's supposed to take care of it. And now I've had to schedule on down the line. So I have a dental procedure scheduled for Tuesday of next week. So depending on how my mouth feels, and that's why I didn't put out earlier that I was going to be back tonight doing the show, because I really wasn't sure. I had the appointment today, and I really wasn't sure if anything was going to get done, and I was going to be able to talk, or I wasn't going to be able to talk, what have you. But then when they decided it was just a consult, and we're going to schedule this another week later again, I decided to go ahead and do a show. But I can definitely tell you, next Wednesday there will not be a show because I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to talk very well because I'll just be coming off post one day from this procedure with probably a bunch of gauze stuck in my mouth after they extract this tooth and get rid of it for me so I can get back to normal life and normal eating. And I'll tell you what, they're nickel and diming the heck out of my insurance as well. Wow. It's crazy. Now, if come Tuesday afternoon, I'm feeling good, I end up feeling all right at work on Wednesday, I may go ahead and do a show. Just depends on how my mouth feels, how my mouth is feeling. And if I can get it off, we'll get the show off. And we'll be back every Wednesday now as we get set to start the new season here on TYFA Radio. The 2019 fall season is upon us, and we are ready to get rocking and rolling, and I'm sure you are as well. Certification is beginning. It starts this week. That's right, this weekend. And I will be in Dallas helping out with certification here in the DFW area for the Dallas-Fort Worth organizations out here, the Dallas chapter. If you're listening in the Dallas area, come by and see me, say hello. It should be a great time as we are getting set for the season. We're going to get on out of here. Call it a night. Thank you very much for joining us. Again, 979-353-4421 is the number to call to be part of the show. Catch you next week.
I got this feeling.
You've been listening to TYFA Radio, part of the TYFA Sports Network. TYFA Radio is sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods, All-Star Inflatables, Monarch Trophy Studio, GTM Sportswear, Hit Check, Game Day Films, Masters Transportation, Game Breaker, and Shadow Man Sports.
Good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it. Moving so phenomenally.